It all started with a simple hi on Instagram. Amarachi, a soft-spoken girl from Umuahia, loved posting pictures of her cooking, her outfits, and sunsets. Chuka, a hard-working young businessman from Port Harcourt, stumbled on one of her photos and was captivated by her smile. A few DMs turned into long late-night calls. Voice notes turned into video chats. Within months, it felt like they had known each other forever. Chuka visited Amarachi twice. Each visit deepened their bond. He loved her calmness, her deep respect, her dreams of owning a catering business. She loved his ambition, his honesty. By the 6th month, Chuka told his people he had found the woman he wanted to marry. Tradition must be respected, so plans were made for an official introduction, Imego, at Amarachi's family house. The day came. Chuka, his parents, uncles, and a few respected elders, dressed in fine George wrappers and lace attires, traveled down to Umuahia. They were warmly received. Kola nuts were brought. Wine flowed. Everything seemed perfect, until Amarachi's father, Chief Ogbuefi Namdi, suggested they step aside for a private talk between elders. There, an old man from Chuka's delegation, Pa Ejike, suddenly recognized Amarachi's mother, Mama Amarachi, whose real name was Ebere. He pulled Chuka's father aside and whispered, "Is that not Ebere from Aba Main Market? The one that used to move with married men?" At first, Chuka's father brushed it off. Old market gossips didn't matter now. But Pa Ejike insisted. Stories spilled out. How Ebere was known in Aba for sneaking around with wealthy traders. How she nearly ruined a man's marriage. How her reputation had once been the shame of a family. Chief Ogbuefi Namdi noticed the sudden unease. When pressed, more revelations came out. It turned out, even till recent months, Mama Amarachi was secretly meeting a married trader at the back stalls of Aba Main Market. She was still involved in questionable activities, collecting money and gifts behind her husband's back. Chief Namdi was thunderstruck. He hadn't known the full extent of his wife's past, or her ongoing betrayal. The atmosphere turned heavy. Respect disappeared. The visitors began murmuring. Chuka was pulled aside by his uncle. "A man who marries into a family of disgrace will reap tears. This marriage cannot hold." Amarachi, who had been blissfully smiling with her friends, was called into the room. Tears filled her eyes as she heard the allegations. She turned to her mother, shaking. "Mama, is it true?" But Mama Eberi couldn't speak. Her silence was louder than any denial. Shame filled the house. Chuka, broken, looked at Amarachi with eyes full of pain. He loved her. But love could not wash away the deep stain the family had just discovered. The visitors quietly took their gifts and left. No music, no dancing. Amarachi collapsed into sobs. Her dreams shattered because of a past she never chose, a life she never lived. Chuka never called again. Amarachi would later hear he got married 2 years later, to another woman, all because of secrets buried in Aba Main Market.